Hello everyone, welcome to EagleEye Spring Review. Let's go to the email. So in this spring, we have two goals. One is the Asia Marketplace defined pricing model. Yeah, we had an agreement. We will use union-based pricing model. And for second is GitHub integration. And the progress of this one is we still need to review the V2. Let me add the emoji. And then get checked by designer for the mockups. Yeah. So this is 2 weeks, but Jim and I and Geoffrey is kind of work on some client work, some other project. Here are the time spent. And next is the PBI. So let me go to here. To Spring Review. So I will talk the first three PBI. So the first one is define pricing model. We come to the agreement. We will use the union-based pricing, and we created the epic for the subscription page and also user account management page. Yeah. And next two is for to add the subscription page on portal and also pricing page on product website. I will show it. Yeah. Because we will have like a 3 months trial for the customer, so I will demo it locally. So here is the subscription page, and you can see it is showing current plan. It is 3 months trial, and you can see the progress, how many days left, and the features you can have, and also some other plans like Free and Pro. Yeah, but for Pro, it is not available. Yeah, we will add some like unlabeled, unavailable yet. Yeah, something like that. And I will show you what it looks like if the trial ended. So you will see this warning. If 3 months trial ended, it will show you the link to the pricing page, and you will see this page on EagleEye. Yeah, it will show Free and Pro. Yeah. And some small feedback from Toby and Geoffrey. Yeah, this explanation is not very clear, so we are going to improve this. It's just saying based on number of mailbox. Yeah, we will improve it. Yeah.
So when your free 3 month trial is over,
yeah.
What does this screen look like? Because I guess you can't just go back to the free 3 month trial after it's over, right? Or can you? Is the free option still available after 3 months?
So if the user this ended, right, they will see this page, but they are still on the trial, you know. So we didn't like actually implemented this limitation on the Free and Pro yet. Yeah.
I think it's something we will do, and it's something we definitely will have to do. But in the meantime, Adam didn't want us to have to make any code changes to sort of accommodate the different tiers, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we are thinking is to like publish this trial version first to the public to see if we can get some like customer. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and then there's another PPI to actually do limitation on mailbox on Free and also some license limitation on Pro. Yeah, it's in another PPI.
Right.
Okay, and for next one, is a leftover. So we have like a webhook, right? But it is sending a notification to some group I created. So for this one, I created a private chat in EagleEye. Yeah, so it will send a message to that channel for managers. Yeah, so that's all done PBI. I will go through some in progress. So the first in progress is the next step for publish offer. Yeah, so it's doing progress. And Geoffrey can talk about next two PBI. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take over screen sharing. Can you all guys see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, this is a PBI I worked on. We actually starting to think about the GitHub integration. So this means we want to, instead of reporting on emails, we want to report on GitHub repositories. So this was the first step of this epic. So I looked into the potential of, if it can be done and how we would do it. So I've basically put links at the bottom here with a doc, which I built, and a video that goes through some of the stuff I'm going to talk about now. But basically, the doc explains what the plan is, and also the different APIs from GitHub we could use to get it working. So looking into issues and PRs, for example, all this data. And then also the limitations, some architecture diagrams. And what I want to show you, is actually the last part, which is going to be the potential UI. So I'm going to do this in Excalibur over here. So basically, the homepage of the new portal would look a bit like this. And this is very similar to what we already have for EagleEye. So EagleEye looks actually like this at the moment, where for emails. So you have a diagram in the middle and some buttons to click all around it. So back to this one. So yeah, the diagram in the middle, by default, it would show you the number of PBIs, you can see it on the right here, that have been created at the bottom left. So all the text with the black background is what's being selected. And it would show you all the projects in the organization that you work on. So in our case, this is SSW organization, and this is the list of all the projects that we have, EagleEye, Yakshaver, etc. And then you can click on all these buttons to see different kind of data. So for instance, if you click on the first project here, EagleEye, you would see something like this. So it would highlight EagleEye, and the data on the right would be updated. It would show you the number of created PBIs for this particular project regarding to the whole organization. And that's a similar thing we already have on the existing one. If I'm here and I click on the first entry point here, all the data on the right updates. So it's like the same behavior basically as what we have. So it's very consistent. Now, the other thing is if you back to the top and you click on a project and you select actually EagleEye, it would show you the people who worked on this project. So in this case, Luke, Jim, and myself. And it would show you how many PBIs were created again by each of us for this project. And same story, if you click on a name such as Luke, it updates the thing on the right to show you relatively how much he contributed to the team. And last but not least, the PRs. So if you actually click on PRs instead of PBIs here, you would see a sort of similar diagram, but this time the options at the bottom have changed because we talk about PRs now. So instead of having opened, we would have reviewed, commented, approved, and requested changes, which are the GitHub options you have. And yeah, same story, you click on Luke's name and it shows you the numbers like this. We have a last section, which I'm not going to talk about because we need to discuss with Toby, but this is the per week thing, but it's going to be changed, so I don't want to talk about it now. Yeah, that's about it.
Question on this GitHub integration. Are we going to have tags for GitHub in the same way we have tags for emails?
So this was actually something that was brought up last week by Jim, and we've created a sort of feature which we're wanting to scope out, and we're hopefully wanting to scope out with your input if you have time at some point. Jim mentioned something about somehow incorporating GitHub MCP server into this and doing some sort of thing. He had some cool ideas out of it. So how we go about that?
One of the cool things we talked about was to have a tag, because I mean, in the same way that we currently allocate tags to emails, you could just look at the content of the text and then give it a tag, right? Like you could have a tag for a Yakshaver generated issue. You have a tag for maybe a minor typo issue, or you could have a
we talked about this in the report.
Or...
Where was it? For later. So this is what we mentioned in the report. So it's work like it's not for the MVP, but yeah, we would want to actually use GitHub MCP to have personalized diagrams. So for instance, you would create a tag, as you said, and put some text and say, okay, please go into this repo, and I would like to see, I don't know, the evolution of this regarding that. And this would be like a personalized, set of data that you could create with the tag. For example, if you want to see the evolution of PRs for a particular repo, for a particular person, I don't know, something that is not provided by default, you could ask the MCP to look into GitHub, find the right APIs, get the data, and then build the diagram for you.
Right.
So this could be an idea.
It sounds like that's definitely a future feature, but I would have thought the tags would be sort of a more basic feature you could do from the start, wouldn't it?
So
Like what?
tags, are you saying just use the tags that are against the GitHub PBI?
Yeah, I mean, in the same way you've got email tags currently, and you can, define AI tags or just simple tags that look at the title of the issue and whatever.
I see. Yeah. I see what you mean now.
Because
So
then
look
you can
into the
actually
actual
get
PBI
something
description
useful
and
out of
everything.
because otherwise all you've got is a count. So someone that made a bunch of issues that are just saying, hey, there's a typo on this page or whatever, you can't tell the difference between that and a very in-depth feature request or something like that.
Yeah, you're so right.
Cool,
and you'd be able to see trends in like, okay, like if a bunch of the PBIs are talking about, say, the auth or the login, you could see that that's a trend in something that's being worked on actively. True. Interesting. Okay, I like that. Yeah, that's really good. If we could add a comment and maybe work that into this of how we could display that would be
Hopefully it
great.
wouldn't be too hard because it would just sort of work in the same way that the email tags work, I imagine.
Do you have an example just of what we could use it for? Like look into like check how many PBIs I don't know relate to this keyword.
I think it is those tags in GitHub is against the content, right? Like content would be the description or comment. So for example, you have a comment as per my conversation, right? So it could be a same as per my conversation tag for emails.
You could
maybe check by.
I don't think we should be overlapping the tags between email and GitHub. It might just sort of muddy up the data a little bit in my eyes.
So what's a good example, just?
Could have a tag for front-end issue versus back-end issue. Tag for yak shader generated issue. Tag for, minor typo issue. I don't know. Ask ChatGPT for some categories of GitHub issues. You'll probably get a bunch of ideas.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that's really cool. I'll put this in the comments. So is it something, Toby, that you want me to investigate too as part of this work?
Yeah, definitely.
So I guess we should increase the estimate again. I'll put it back to 8 then.
Yeah, let's chuck it.
Okay?
Chuck it back to 8. Yep, sounds good.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, cool. Okay, awesome. Stop sharing then. If you have unless you have other questions, Callum.
Nope. Okay, cool. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Yeah, and I think there's a small one from Jeffrey. Yeah. Some sysadmin task to add some security files. Yeah, but it seems it's not working on Pro. Yeah, so we will have a look.
Yeah, it's weird. Everything was fine on local. Everything is there on prod, but you can't see it in the URL when you go when you reach the well-known thing. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I will continue. So for product deployments, one product website, one portal, and one engine. Job execution for the last 2 weeks, and the report for last 1 month. 7 Ben Adam, 3 top user. For progress, we have 2 done for Asia Marketplace and 1 in progress, and we have 1 in progress for GitHub integration. Yeah. And R&D is mainly about GitHub integration and some investigate some like UI options for data and investigate the GitHub API. Yeah. For AI tools, I'm using GPT-5 and no updates for REST 2. And
Jeffrey, you're not using GPT-5? It's free.
I'm using Claude 4 Sonnet.
Okay. You don't want to try GPT-5?
I can try GPT-5. Okay, I'll do this on the next sprint. No, I will. Good idea. Have you compared both already, Callum?
Yeah, seems pretty good so far. And it's free, so why not? Free for this week, I think.
But I'm paying for Cursor, so I might as well use Claude. But I'll try it out.
Up to you.
Okay, for retro, from Toby, love the subscription page. From Toby and me, love GitHub Web Friends. Yeah, it's consistent with the existing reports. From me, we finally decided the pricing plan and implemented the trial page. One didn't go so well. Yeah, so everyone is working on something else. Yeah, look at Jim, client work, Jeffrey, Angular workshop migrations. And Jeffrey underestimated the GitHub integration PBI. Yeah, and it is part of because we are not sure about scope of the PBI. Yeah, so that's an improvement point for this. Yeah. So we're not sure. We will discuss about scope of PBI with the team. That's the retro. I will go to the forecast. So for next sprint, we will focusing on population offer and still the GitHub integration, design architecture. It is 1 week. And I highlighted all the PBI related to our goal. Yeah.
Change the second one from 4 to 8 in the list, in the table. Because I've just changed it in the, I just did it before.
Yeah, okay, good.
Awesome.
Yeah, and so for next sprint, there will only be Geoffrey and me. Jim is full on client work. Yeah. And yeah, I think we also deleted this test offer because Jim is not on EagleEye. I will do it later. Yeah, and we added one small feature to update the report for induction body tag. So that's all for this sprint. Yeah, you can check out our sprint review summary videos on the YouTube channel. Yeah, thank you guys. See you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Stop recording.